Not bad. All right, welcome back to my channel. I got a special guest today. I got Ajike on the channel. We're just gonna do a little bit talk in terms of, just her being in Cat Credit University. And we wanted to put out this video because, she's been winning. And I started something new in the university where I do a member of the month showcase. So just wanted to go over that with her and we'll go from there. Hopefully inspire somebody. How are you doing, Ajike?
I'm doing good.
Good, good. So can you just, I guess, start off by talking a little bit about yourself, maybe how you found me, and we'll go from there.
Okay. I had to be on YouTube initially. I found you on YouTube. I watched a lot of videos actually. And then I wind up seeing you pop up because some time went by
Hmm.
and I wind up seeing you on Instagram. And I believe it was Instagram where I decided to like sign up for the community and everything like that. And so that's how that happened. Um, as far as my background, more particularly with the credit repair, I actually learned about consumer law, I want to say 4 something years ago, and highly intrigued and just realizing that this was something that existed but was not common knowledge. And
Hmm.
so it was just quite intriguing to realize that as consumers we actually have rights, and how in tandem with credit repair, how it's just an utter game changer. And so for the past 4 years, I just been like learning more and more about consumer law and helping people with consumer law. But more recently, when I found you again on Instagram, that was around November. And I sent the prayer up. I was like, Most High, just tell me, where what it is that you want me to do, because he always knows that I love to help people. And so I'm really appreciative that Christ, really showed me your page again. And I got signed up, and I took it from just kind of doing it on a personal level for myself and people I know to working other people's credit reports as like in a business stance. So
Hmm.
yeah, that's a little bit of background.
Okay, dope. So you say you found me on IG. Was it like a post? Was it Explore page? Was it like an ad? I don't remember. Do you remember or no?
Honestly, what it was is no, I do remember. So I'm like a researcher, and so
Okay.
what I do is I sift through a lot of information, and then I sift out the gems. And so I remember I saved you to an album because again, I had already saw you on YouTube, and I was like, his spirit is very thorough. It's really
Yeah.
legit. And then I heard you talk about the Most High too. I know you give reverence as well, so that's always
Oh yeah.
refreshing. Yeah, because this is credit space. It doesn't necessarily on the forefront have to do anything with our belief, but I just love that. Um, and so because I had you saved and I put that prayer out there, I went back into my, and when I say saved, I mean on IG. You know how you can kind of
Yeah.
create
Yeah.
albums.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, I put the prayer out there, and then I just was led to go back into my albums, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, this is it. This is what I want to do. Yeah.
Got you. Okay, that's dope. So, okay, let's start. This is November 2024. I know we started the cat credit last summer. Okay, so November
Hmm.
2024, you join. I know a lot of
Hmm.
times people before they join stuff, they think stuff is scams and all that. They might a lot of times people join shit and then they might not take action right away. Can we talk about
Hmm.
your journey? Because obviously we're here in August. We're talking
Yeah.
about, you were talking about you and your clients and everything. I want to just showcase, the
Yes.
reality of things. Can we talk about just your
Hmm.
journey from, the early wins you were getting to maybe the building up the confidence? I don't know if there was some mindset stuff along the way. Let's talk about
Hmm.
that.
Okay. I'm so grateful actually that you asked me that question. So, as he said, I signed up in November. So, the thing about going back to the my belief, right, and
Yeah.
building up my rapport with the Most High, and well, I say the Holy Family when I say the Most High, Christ, and the Holy Spirit. So, for me, my thing was life was lifing, um, but at the same time, what I was noticing was this is the next level for me.
Mm.
I know that with what, because the thing is, I'm not just doing credit repair, I'm also doing the funding aspect. I'm a part
Yeah.
of that membership as well. And
Yeah.
so for me, I was like, man, like, I know what it is at this level. So there's a comfortability there. And so I find myself going kind of like life is lifing. So the really things are happening, but also a level of procrastination too. Like just to be super honest about it,
Hmm.
because it was like a level of fear of, oh shoot, like the Most High really gave me a key, and now I'm standing right here at the door.
Hmm.
What does that next level look like when I'm able to make a certain amount of money, and it's not just for myself to get the material stuff, but like again, I'm a helper. I'm a solution oriented person. So
Yeah.
it's like, whoa, can I really live up to the vision that the Most High put in me and really do it when He actually says, okay, here's the funding now. You're making money by helping these people. Do you got to believe in yourself that I really can facilitate on another level, because I've been blessed to do some stuff, but on another level, on a bigger scale. So I just feel like it was fear that kind of helped me unfortunately procrastinate with really getting the ball rolling, because I know
Hmm.
it's there. I know all of this is legit. I know this is real. In the community, you do post people who, you know what I mean, off of one person that morning they just made $5,000. That's rare. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so again, that's a key that's like right there, like, dang, you're standing in front of the door. Are you going to put the key in the lock? The Most High already said yes.
Mm.
Turn the knob and walk through that door. But again, I don't know what that level looks like. Like
Hmm.
I'm not, so it's an uncomfortable feeling.
Hmm. Hmm.
So that's what it is for me. But I finally stepped through the door.
Let's focus on that because I feel like YouTube goes everywhere. So it's somebody that's watching this right now. We're recording it right now, but it's gonna be 2 a.m., 3 a.m. At some point, someone's gonna be watching this. They're up at night. Maybe they're the
Mhm.
version of a GK before she stepped through the door. They're going through the same thing you're going through. How did you get through that breakthrough? Like, what would you say? Like, how did you let go of that fear?
Obviously, it did take time. With that fasting, man, I had to do fasting because I know the Most High is capable. It's like I had to constantly, repetitively tell myself, you gotta be what the Most High created you to be. So that means I gotta alleviate the fear
Hmm.
wherever it's coming from, wherever, if it's something that happened when I was 12 years old, something that happened from last year, people in my circle who, we love our people in our circle, but at the same time, they have a different assignment.
Yeah.
You have a different assignment. And
Yeah.
so they might not see. And so they may say things and do things that's actually limiting the frequency of the positivity that's coming from the source. And so for me, it just took time to constantly replay. You have to be who the Most High created you to be. Right. And that
Hmm.
that started to minimize a lot of the fear and the doubt of, okay, I haven't been on that next level yet. I don't know what comes with that. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? I know what this level is, and I can beast it. I can execute this level, top
Hmm.
tier. But this is an elevator system. I gotta
Hmm.
keep going up. I gotta keep going up, because there's people in this world that actually need me to um like literally step up to the plate, do what I need to do so that they can do what the Most High need them to do
Hmm.
as well. And it's synergy. It's synergy. There's somebody like yourself. You stepped up to the plate. You did what you had to do, and in turn, I didn't know you existed on the face of this earth, but you did what you had to do, and now our path have crossed. And so
Hmm.
now it gives you give me the gas to say, okay, look what the Most High did, and then look what this man has done with his assignment, with his mission.
Yeah.
You got to pipe up, IGK. So that's what it is.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's good. Do you remember the specific moment where you're just like, okay, cool, I walked through, I got that first win? Was it a hard inquiry? Was it for a specific client? Like what was that moment? I know the wins you
Mm,
posted, and we're gonna get to that, but I want
yeah.
to know maybe some stuff you didn't post, let us know what that was.
Yeah. For what I did post, man, it was getting over the hump. Of course, we're dealing, this is, people paying their money. So this is not family, this is people paying their money. So
Yeah.
it was like, okay, you have their money, and I don't do anything to mess up my residence in heaven. So
Hmm.
again, I just had to be like, let me go ahead and start building the dispute. Well, start analyzing their report. Had to have a do mentality. You know what I'm saying? I had to have that do mentality. And so I analyzed the report. Also systems too. And I know you speak on that. Systems really helped me because I know people might be kind of going in an automated route. And I happen to be blessed to kind of just find a credit repair software that I like, and it just helps a lot of the time that I would need to put forth. And so it
Hmm.
helped me get over the hump faster is what I'm trying to say. And so yeah, I just analyzed the credit report, seen what the negative and derogatory was. You do have the letters in the community, and then of course you're there and the community is there if I have any questions. And literally I just started crafting those letters. I send it out, and you do have a 4-day one. I love that 4-day one because I was able to get her those results within 4 days. And
Hmm.
that's not necessarily guaranteed everybody, but it
Yeah, of
was just
course.
saying, yeah, but that type of letter was like, we're demanding this, and so we need y'all to acquiesce to that. And yeah, so once I got that win for the first time, and to be honest, when you actually do it, man, it's actually
Hmm.
easy. You
Hmm.
start realizing, oh shoot, like kind of like in your head. You're in your head a
Yeah,
bit. But it was so easy, and it was just like, yo, I all with the power of the most high, like I was able to do that. So
definitely.
that yeah, that was the feeling.
Definitely. One thing I do want to talk about, and I want people to talk about this. I want us to highlight it, which was what we were speaking about earlier. So you had a specific client, I think it was the second one you posted, where it wasn't
Hmm.
necessarily about what you disputed, but it was more so about you told them something as far as dealership. And one of the things that's slept
Hmm.
on when it comes to this credit thing, I always tell people, is about becoming, just working on yourself. You know what I'm saying? So for
Hmm.
you to be that person to guide the person through that, I think that that's something that's very important. So can we talk a little bit? Can you add some context to that situation I'm referring to?
Yes. So y'all know when we look up what are the factors for one's to make up one's credit score, right? And we have payment history, we have like your trade line mix, your credit mix.
Yeah.
So like that graph, right? I know we get so caught up on shoot the negatives on the account. Let me send out a dispute. Definitely want to do that for sure.
Hmm.
But when I do my consultations, I also go into that as well. So that's what I did with that particular client, and building up trust when you're doing your consultations as well, because you do to agree a degree. You want to be a subject matter expert on that.
Hmm.
And so during that consultation, I was telling them what I needed from them while we work on their credit, and I build the disputes and everything like that. Now, mind you, as you said, Michael, I didn't even send a dispute out yet. It was in consultation that I had educated the client. And so I told them, uh, you need to make sure that you're not applying for any new credit. And that's a really serious thing because one inquiry can knock your score down 30, 60 points, right? Now, the situation of this client, they went to the dealership. I didn't know they were going to the dealership.
Mm.
I just happened to get a call, and they said, hey, I'm at the dealership and I want to get this truck. But they're saying that they gotta get my social, but they're telling me it's gonna be a soft pull. I said, listen, Do not don't allow them to run your credit. It won't be a soft pull. And I back my statement up by actually going to Google and I typed that in. When you go to a dealership, is it a soft pull? Google said no, it's not a soft pull. So not only my word, I went to Google and I screenshotted that and I sent that to them.
Hmm.
And I said, they wound up getting back to me and they're saying, thank you so much because I wound up not going with it. And I was like, yeah, for sure, you don't want to. And the reason being is when they get your social at the dealership, they put it in a system. That system has multiple lenders. It's beneficial for that car dealership to have multiple lenders because that's multiple opportunities for one of those lenders to approve you and then they can make
Yeah,
a sale. So, um, that can be anywhere from one hit, but it usually is more than that.
it's a
12
lot.
hits. I've
Yeah,
seen somebody get like 27 hits.
yeah,
Hard inquiries, 27 hits. Crazy. So thank goodness they actually hit me up. They didn't get any inquiries because they didn't go further with the process. So that was one thing that helped keep their score up to where it was. The next thing is um the balance. They were paying down the balances on their accounts. And when they did that, those two things in tandem, their score shot up to over 181 points. Incredible. This is before
crazy.
I even sent out a dispute letter.
Yeah,
Yeah. So it's highly important to actually you got to exercise all facets when you're trying to build your credit up for sure.
yeah, and I think just to add on to what you were saying, I think that's definitely important because a lot of times we sleep on the basics, because we talk about all
Hmm.
the laws, 15 USC this, 15 USC this, or remove this, but
Right.
we're not looking at the basics of what you just did. He was sitting on like all damn near 200 points just based off of doing the
Yep.
basics. So I think anyone that's watching, just always remember to focus on the basics. Even me now, sometimes I might not think as much about the basics. So that's why I wanted to make sure that we did address that part because it's just common credit literacy. A lot of times when we know something, we might sleep on it and
Mhm.
just think everybody else just knows it. But, it's one of those things of being conscious. And you did really good as a teacher, letting the client know about that. So I think that was
Thank
definitely,
you.
yeah, I think that was definitely important. So as far as, I guess you being in the community, so you've been there since November of last year. We're in August, it's coming up on a year and all that. What would you say, I guess for someone that's watching this, what have you found good about the community? Let's start there.
Okay. I just love how you are really thorough. The classroom section, which is where he keeps all of the how-to information
Hmm.
of doing things. So for me, that was just the biggest part, the organization and the
Okay.
fact that whenever I need a letter or the process of how to do something, it's in the classroom. I can go to a video. Also, I've definitely messaged you quite a few times. So you have just been there to help me, give me the pointers and everything like that. And when it comes to the classroom, I mean not the classroom, the community aspect, we are able to post our questions and everything like that. So yeah, it's thus far been really a really good experience.
Okay, that's good. One thing I wanted to point out, I guess I just want to point out like mindset because, off camera, we know that this is a big thing for you to do. You're not like a content person or anything like that. So
Yeah.
somebody that's watching right now, let's say that they're scared to record content, they're scared to send out that letter. What piece of advice would you give for them? Because you're obviously here, you're giving us your story and everything. So I guess,
Mhm.
give us some words on that.
Okay. And so the reason why Michael was bringing this up because he knows that I am not a camera person. I am I'm a way behind the scenes person. I'm in the parking lot. I'm not even in the building. So I man, I'm still working on that. I'm gonna be real honest with you. I'm still working on that. So it's not like I have like a full-fledged motivational speech. But what I can say is just kind of going back to the source for me. I know that I I need to just kind of consult with the Holy Family and like just be on some, okay, is this a good opportunity for me to be on
Hmm.
camera? Because it's not to just be seen and, oh, look at all I know and look how many people I helped and how much money I made. It's because, yeah, like you just said, Michael, is somebody out there that's like me that just doesn't necessarily have an interest of being on camera. Um, so what's more important? What's more important is being able to actually help other people, what I want to say, like help other people know that although you might not have an interest, somebody needed to hear my story. At least one person. They needed to hear my story so they can actually get over that hump or the mountain that's on the forefront for them. And yeah, and just just keep it how you don't have to be on camera all the time if you don't want to, but you definitely need to figure out a strategy. You need to probably get some brand ambassadors. you know, to be honest, I told Michael I'm working with my friend,
Yeah.
and she doesn't mind being on camera. And so I can use her. You have to be able to have strategies. We do have AI now where you
Yeah.
can kind of have your likeness there,
Hmm.
and you just do the voiceover part. So just don't get stuck into this is how I am and I'm just completely shut down. Like, no, you
Yeah.
have to be able to be flexible and have discernment and figure out what other resources are easily available for you so you can get the job done, because you can't go around social media in this day and age.
That's
Yeah.
a good answer. Yeah. I hope somebody that's watching, if they're feeling it don't even got to be about camera, but maybe about the confidence to send out the additional letter, the confidence
Hmm.
to, not procrastinate. You spoke about procrastination. Just the confidence to know that, you can help people. So, I mean, this is why I do these type of videos. We got like over 3,000 videos on YouTube, so I know at least one's gonna hit somebody. You know what I'm saying? So,
Hmm.
yeah, definitely appreciate your insight on that. I guess
Yes.
what would you say is like next for you? So we're here in August. You have your clients you're working with. We spoke a little bit off camera about a
Hmm.
client you're working with as well. What would you say is next for you, or maybe over the next couple months or so?
So, as I said before earlier, I am in your funding group.
Oh yeah.
And so, my next step is to actually, get someone funded and get that great 10% success fee. So literally that's the next step for me, because it's just things that I want to do in life, and I know to be able to get that level of resource is just going to be so much beneficial with the other businesses and projects that I have, because I'm a creative. So there's just other
Hmm.
productions and things I want to do. Um, and something that you just said, where you are going to get the letters that say we can't verify you. You are going to get those stall tactics and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Do not, I repeat, allow that to take the wind out your system. Don't allow that to just make you be like, dang, I finally done went and did it, and then I didn't even get any. It just seemed like it was for nothing. Don't do that. Understand, it is highly common for them to say, if it's a computer that sends that letter out.
Hmm.
A computer. So are we gonna allow a nothingness computer to stop the process of what it is that you actually need to do? So, and I say that because I'm working with somebody with a bankruptcy.
Yeah.
And I almost reached out to Michael on I got the rejection letter back. Like, we couldn't verify her. And it took, I was just like, no, I'm going to reapply again. And I submitted the exact same credentials, the same thing I did the first time. And guess what? I just got a letter yesterday saying, um, oh, we verified you, and here's the PIN code. You need the PIN code so you can view your client's report.
LexisNexis for
So
anybody that's
now I can
watching
move
that's not
on.
familiar.
Yes,
Yeah.
LexisNexis. So guess what? Now I get to move on to the next step. But had I would have been like, dang, because a bankruptcy seems like a heavy hitter, like dang, I went and I attacked a bankruptcy and then I gotta know, this isn't for me. No, no, you keep going, you keep going. Don't let nothing stop you, defeat you. Michael has gone through the same thing, receiving the nose, and you just gotta slap him up across the head, like you know who this is. So I
Yeah.
need you to go dig in the files and go get this person's information so we can get this off the credit report. So yeah, that's my little motivation speech right there.
It's almost like you gotta be in the mindset of I'm trying to get to the no because I know the yes is coming, you know? So if you don't start,
Yes.
if you don't start at all, you're never gonna get to that no. So you're almost chasing a no.
Yeah.
You see your situation you just
Yeah.
explained. They tried to say that the client
Mm-hmm.
wasn't verified. You sent the same exact thing, and
Mm-hmm.
then all of a sudden, now you have the PIN code. So it's just
Exactly.
yeah, it's just one of those. It's just one of those
And if you
things.
don't do anything, it's a no. You
Exactly.
by
Yeah,
you not
same
doing
thing.
anything, it's automatically a no. You know what make it
Definitely.
worse? You told yourself no.
That's crazy. That's deep.
That's crazy.
That's deep. That's crazy. No, you're right.
Mm.
But definitely appreciate you hopping on here. I guess do you have a YouTube? Yeah, no. I
No,
don't know
it's
if
not
you
up
okay.
yet.
Okay. Can
It's
people
not up
reach out
yet,
to you or
but y'all.
are you only doing stuff in person with people?
No, no, no. They can reach out to me. So I do have, when it comes to the credit repair, I do have prestigious influence. So y'all can go see me there on Instagram, prestigious
Okay.
influence. And if anybody wanted my other business page, it's appetite of a millionaire. And that's more
Perfect.
so like my production stuff and jewelry and stuff like that.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I'll have my team put it in the description. So you guys can click that in the description. Oh, last thing I did want to talk about, because I know some people that are watching, they might just be like ground 000. So you obviously got some people to pay you. So officially, okay, you're in business. Can we talk about just how you got those first clients, maybe? Was it like a word of mouth? Was it
Mm.
marketing? What did that look like?
Okay, so for me, I have somebody that they actually have a really nice platform when it comes to their following. And little bit of a testimony with that. I'm gonna keep it short, but I didn't know this person like that, but the spirit, they had like such a really good spirit. And so out of nowhere, I just hit them up again. We don't know each other like that.
Mm,
And the most I said, hey, you need to go ahead and do some stuff and bless them. And so some years later, and mind you, in that situation, I had someone saying, you're tripping. Why would you could have kept that? You know what I'm
mm,
saying? And I was just like, yeah, so the attacks of the enemy. And so I was just like, this is the most high called me to do it. Fast forward some years later, sometimes you'll plant a seed
wow.
and it doesn't come into fruition yet. So years later, this person was like, hey, not only do I need my credit repaired, do you mind if you can come on my platform? And again, y'all see how I am about being on camera. So it was one of
Hmm.
those situations where I could have said, being IGK, oh no, it's okay. I'm shy, I'm reserved. No, I had to use my discernment. And I said,
Yeah.
okay, I'm gonna agree to do it. And when I did that, this person, they just, man, it was a nice little litty video. So that's how I got people to reach out to me on prestigious influence and get started doing the credit repair and all that.
That's dope. No, that's dope. That's a message. Because when we go back to what you said, like you could have told yourself no if you didn't even do it in the first place, too. So I think one of the
Yep.
biggest things that people could take away from the video, just aside from credit repair and everything, like don't tell yourself no, you know? So
Mm-hmm.
just go out there, reach out there. Not everybody's situation is gonna be the same as far as, your setup. It might be a simple reach out to someone in their warm market. Maybe somebody's
Mm-hmm.
watching this at 3 a.m. and they're thinking like, dang, I don't know how to get a client. If you're watching this at 3 a.m., go back to sleep, wake up in a couple hours, go ahead and reach out to that person. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so
Yeah.
I think that's definitely
Yeah.
powerful. And definitely appreciate you sharing that. So, with that being said, I'm gonna leave your information below. Did you have like a final word that you wanted to give to the people? Is that it? Where you at with it?
I'm gonna just double or triple down on that. Don't tell yourself no. Uh, there may be people in that immediate circle that you might be like, they're probably gonna think like, just do it. Because at the end of the day, they want to scale up too. They probably have some stuff on their credit. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
don't over don't overthink it. Just
Mm-hmm.
shoot the message out there. That's
Mm-hmm.
it. Just shoot the
Mm-hmm.
message out there. Hey, I actually do this and I'm a part of a community and I have a mentor if you get signed up with Michael, because those things help build it builds trust, and it's like it shows that you're kind of not just doing it on your own and leaning off of your own understanding. So that's
Mm-hmm.
another thing that helped me too when I first got started. People were aware that I was attached to a community, and
Mm-hmm.
you can, sound professional. Say my colleague. I'll get
Mm-hmm.
back to you when I let me get in contact with my colleague. You see what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
don't tell yourself no. Go
Mm-hmm.
ahead, take the first step. And if you got a baby, walk it. At least you're not just standing still. Baby, walk it, crawl, but get started though. Yeah. So that's it.
Definitely. Before we end the video, I have to say, I just elephant in the room. The difference between her and anyone that's watching this that didn't make the investment, she put the money up, you know. So based off of what you're saying, they have to put the money up though. That's like, granted based off of it. So you mentioned you said you're
Mhm.
part of a community and everything. So
Mhm.
yeah, definitely make sure that it doesn't have to be my community, obviously. You could maybe watch a bunch of
Mhm.
credit people, but if you watch that person, you're aligned with them. Not everyone's gonna rock with my energy.
Mhm.
Not everyone's gonna rock with someone else's energy. If you like that person, just make that investment. So yeah, I just want
Mhm.
to put that out there because I want to make sure people understand you have to make an investment. So yeah,
Mhm.
appreciate you,
Yeah.
Ajike. With that being said, if y'all like everything that she was talking about, like I said, I'll have my team leave her information down below. You can do business with her. You can get your funding from her as well. She's tapped into that as well, credit repair, all that. And then just go check out all the dope stuff that she's doing creatively. This is a rare moment. We got her on camera. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how many times we're going to be able to do it.
This
So
is
yeah,
true.
with that being said, y'all have a blessed one.